The Roles of Knowledge, Wisdom, and Understanding in Health. By Michael J. Santangelo, MD, PhD, LMT. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding are three terms that are often confused with one another. In casual conversation, this may not have much significance, but when the actual terms are grasped, the differences are profound. Since this is the case, definitions are in order. For the purpose of this article, these three terms are defined as follows. Knowledge, intellectual attainment. At its most basic level, it is the gathering of information. It is needed to gain the necessary vocabulary for the realization of wisdom. Wisdom, the incorporation of knowledge into each cell of the body. It is the actualization of knowledge. Understanding the manifestation of wisdom in the physical world. It becomes our reality. These definitions provide an orderly and logical way to apprehend the interrelationships among these three terms. Why is this important? It is my opinion that our modern, technologically based civilization and healthcare system is attempting to bypass truly incorporated wisdom by seemingly going directly from knowledge to understanding, with dire consequences. More on this later, but first let's look at what the definitions really entail. Perhaps the most important initial point to notice is that there are verbs for knowing and understanding, but not for wisdom. In other words, we can say, I know or I understand, but we don't say, I wise. We can certainly say, I am wise, but this is a different expression entirely. What this implies then, is that while knowing and understanding are actions after all, a verb is an action word according to our grammar school teachers, wisdom is a state of being. Let's look at that again. Knowledge and understanding are actions. Wisdom is not. It is a state of being. This has profound implications for our health. What is incorporated into our bodies via information becomes our reality, and our wisdom is the linchpin. Looking at the definitions again, the one for knowledge is probably closest to what is commonly seen. We read or hear or experience something, and we know it. The definition for understanding also follows from what we experience. Once we understand something, we can apply it to our lives. We can use it. The tough one is wisdom. Since it isn't an action, we can't do anything with it. We have to be with it. It simply has to accumulate, and through its aegis, we move through the world with maximal effectiveness. Well, here's where the wheels come off the cart for our modern world. Very few people are willing to sit with their knowledge to allow true wisdom to accumulate. We are bombarded constantly with a great deal of information. Nothing in the definition says that the information we gather needs to be of a high quality, or even useful or beneficial. Look at what we experience on an average day. We are inundated with trivia, advertising, lurid details of the lives of our manufactured celebrities, political spin, new threats, fears, and terrors, amazing advances that will make life a paradise any day now, things that we have to be desirable, clever, or indeed, etc. The list can go on for pages. All of this, depending on what we attend to, becomes our knowledge base. A very important factor in the conversion of knowledge to wisdom is repetition, both conscious and unconscious. If what is repeated to us, and what we take in, is the path that passes for information in our everyday world, this becomes the wisdom of ourselves. Don't make the mistake of thinking that wisdom is only some highly vibrational state. That's merely the sense of the word in its everyday usage. There's a great deal of garbage that gets incorporated as wisdom in our bodies.